I had a glitch with my last one, which we didn't get very far, so let's make sure this one is being registered. Yes, now I'm live. Okay. We are good now.
If my calculations are correct, Wanwan Bookhouse is due to receive a batch of new releases today. Might we add a small detour to our adventure? I never embark on a journey without a good book to accompany me.
Alright, time to go. These are gonna be big lord bomb drops. So, in the beginning, we were talking to Eon-san. She asked us to help her, which was done in a previous video. So, Eon-san asked us to help her with patrol because they were doing a weightlifting competition, and everyone that's normally on patrol is handling the weightlifting stuff. So, we agreed to help her. While on patrol, we're going to stumble upon something. It's going to change our perspective of things. Let's go.
And we're back where we started. That Hillacher will probably found the key nearby, right? Let's look around for clues. There's no time to waste. Eon-san and Tilali are waiting for us. We've scoured the entire area, but still nothing. How the heck did the key end up in that Hillacher's hands? Are we supposed to believe that it just fell out of your brother's pocket as he passed by? Seems kind of ludicrous to lose something so important in such a dumb way. But then again, who knows? Sometimes in life, things just go missing and that's that.
Oh, thank goodness! Someone's here. Please help me.
Who are you? What happened?
She's Conrian.
No, now isn't the time. Please, you've got to help me. I'm being chased by monsters and I can't keep running. Can you do something?
Yeah, where are they? Paimon doesn't see any monsters behind you.
Huh? I'm sorry, I don't quite understand. They're almost here. This really isn't the time to be joking around.
We're not. We're completely serious. We don't see any monsters.
But how? Ugh, there's no time. They're coming. We gotta run.
What's wrong with that girl? She must be seeing things. Something really hit her. Maybe she was right. Quick, let's see if she's okay. What's wrong? Are you hurt? What was that?
The monsters! They're right there! You need to get out of here. It's too dangerous. Now you finally see them. Well, it's about time. I nearly kicked the bucket just now. Great! Thank you, Savior.
Savior?
outlines your fate. Witness.
Nice and spicy. Incoming. Committed to memory. You done? Paimon still can't see anything, so she can't tell. It just looked like you were slicing at thin air. Kind of funny, actually. Oh, really?
Sure. It's nothing. It's okay. I can see they're all gone now. No need for you to check. I didn't think much of it when the monsters were breathing down our necks, but now that I've calmed down, holding hands with you like this, I'm just a little shy, that's all.
Huh? Have you never shaken hands with someone before? You sure get flustered easily.
Well, anyway, I haven't had the chance to introduce myself yet. I'm Deirdith. Thanks for saving me just now. I'm really grateful for your help.
No worries. Paimon's Paimon, and this is the Traveler. With her around, you'll be safe from any monsters, as long as they're visible. So, what was the deal with those monsters just now, anyway?
Your guess is as good as mine. I could see them the whole time, so when you said you couldn't, I thought you were making fun of me.
Whoa, that must have been scary. The idea that we'd stand by and laugh while some poor girl was being hunted down by monsters? Don't worry, we aren't like that. When we say we can't see something, it's because we really can't see it. But more importantly, did the monsters hurt you? How bad is it?
It's nothing serious. But I did sprain my ankle back there. I won't be doing any more running for a while.
Good idea. I'll take you.
Thank you so much. Despite getting injured, I still feel much safer with you around. I'm gonna stay here until I heal up. Don't want to risk running into any more monsters.
Yeah, you already took a big enough risk coming out here all on your own. So, where are you from, Deirdith?
A small village, far away from here. I walked for what seemed like forever and lost my way, so... Yeah, I have no idea where I am anymore. Maybe all these trials and tribulations are part of the journey. No one said finding the Savior is gonna be easy.
Huh. That's the second time you called the Traveler a savior. What's all that about?
Oh, sorry. It just slipped out. I was caught off guard. The resemblance is so uncanny. Anyway, let me start from the beginning. There was once a sage who passed through my village. People got the sense that she was truly omniscient. The sage said that doomsday was coming. But as that day approached, a savior would reveal themselves to us. The day of disaster is almost upon us, so my grandmother begged me to leave the village and find the savior before it's too late.
Doomsday?
I've heard people talk about the savior since I was a kid. Growing up, it really made an impression on me. The description is practically etched into my mind. So when I saw your golden hair for the first time, it was like this image that's existed in my mind's eye all these years suddenly came to life. Everything matched.
Oh, so that's why you were lost for words when you first saw her. Well, the Traveler's definitely got what it takes to be a savior, and she's already got a ton of titles, so she won't mind one extra.
Actually, I don't think it's her.
What? But didn't you say that everything matched?
everything except the gender. The Savior was described as a young man.
Oh, for goodness sake. There are gender requirements to be a savior? Really? Oh, of course. If it's not you, then it's gotta be him.
Who? Who is it? You have a brother? Well, then that's it. Oh, it's him. It has to be. Oh, thank goodness. Please, can you take me to see him?
Huh. Maybe, if you're lucky. It just depends if we can find him.
Huh? But isn't he your brother?
Sorry. Looks like Paimon steered this conversation back to the fallout between you two. It wasn't on purpose, but that's the reality, so it's hard to avoid.
Okay, fair enough. But since you're looking for him anyway, why don't we team up? We might stand a better chance if we work together. Yes, everyone says that the disaster is inevitable. But the Savior will rescue us all from our pain and suffering. I've always dreamed of meeting the Savior.
Do you really buy this whole doomsday thing? Seems kind of far-fetched.
So we're in a time loop?
See? She broke eye contact. Sure sign of a guilty conscience. Time to press her for answers. What's wrong, Deirdre? Something's clearly bothering you. You want to tell us what's going through your mind?
Oh, I just... how should I put it? The Traveler looks just like the Savior of my dreams. And it's not every day that the Savior of your dreams swoops in and saves the day in your moment of crisis. So I'm just a little overwhelmed, that's all. 3 seconds of unbroken eye contact is the limit. I don't think my mind and body can handle any more than that.
What do you mean, limit? What happens after 3 seconds?
I'm sorry. Please forget that I said anything. Let's just leave it there for now. Like I said, I'm going to hide here until I feel well enough to move again. If you manage to find the Savior in the meantime, please come and let me know. Thank you.
Are you sure you'll be okay here on your own? Do you have enough to eat?
I'll be fine. I might not be much of a fighter, but I know how to stay hidden. And if I get hungry, I'm sure I'll find something around here. Don't worry about that.
Alright then. Well, take care. Being on your own isn't easy. What a mysterious girl. We should definitely keep an eye on her. But hey, at least she seems to like you. And it sounds like she's gonna help look for your brother when she's healed. Anyway, this is probably all the progress we're gonna make for now. Let's head back to the Masters of the Night Wind and see if they need our help.
So my 2 cents so far is, so last time we were in Sumeru and Fontaine, there was a ley line disturbance. And we learned and met up with Kari Bear. Now, Kari Bear was a character from Conria that essentially his father worked for Conria, and Kari Bear was one of the victims that transformed into a Haley Troll as a result of the sin. Kari Bear's father, Clothlor, tried to do something which ended up creating the Luma Fate. And Kari Bear, we reunited with Kari Bear last year during the 4.7 event. we learned of Kari Bear's existence in 3.7. So now we're going to learn about the Loom of Fate, which will be incredibly interesting. So let's go over and see what's going on.
Oh,
I do not.
How did it go? Find anything?
Nothing substantial, unfortunately. But we had the weirdest experience.
So I take it that the war's still on? That's okay. I just wasn't sure, because things seemed to be at a standstill while you were gone. The Abyss Order hasn't attacked us, and since we don't know what they're planning, we haven't made a move either. In a word, it's a stalemate. The guards have been keeping watch around the clock, but for everyone else, you wouldn't even know we're at war.
Huh. Really makes you wonder what the Abyss Order's thinking.
I was wondering, Traveler, if you have the time, could you go and pay a visit to the guards? They've been working a pretty demanding schedule. I was gonna go see them myself, but I'm sure they'd appreciate a visit from the greatest hero of our time.
Oh, but you're a great hero too, young son.
Great. Thanks, you two.
So, I didn't want to say much with the dialogue. So, if you are new to my live streams, I have a rule. So, if the dialogue is vocalized, I do not say anything. If the dialogue is not vocalized, I turn off autoplay so that everyone has a fair chance of reading whatever needs to be read. So I make it fair for everybody. Yeah. Scart's gonna have her own video. It's gonna be fun. We are currently working on this quest at the moment.
Wow, Tumaini, our hero. We've actually fought together before. You probably don't remember it, though. You do? Then it's truly an honor to serve alongside you once more.
Thank you for standing guard this whole time.
It's all good. Honestly, it's not been that much work. Haven't heard a peep from the enemy. Nothing that would indicate an impending attack. I've spotted a bunch of Abyss Order operatives, but they weren't acting hostile, just hanging around. There were even moments when they seemed to be meditating. At least, that's what it looked like to me. Maybe it's part of their religion or something. Out of an abundance of caution, I asked some shamans from the tribe to take a look and see if there was anything nefarious at work. But they didn't sense anything untoward, so we just put it down to religious ceremony and left them to it.
Interesting. Well, the more time they spend meditating, the less time they spend trying to beat us to a pulp.
Well, the shamans didn't raise any concerns, so how bad could it be? As far as I'm concerned, so long as they don't pose an active threat, they can do all the cult worship activities they want. Besides, as soon as everything's in place and we're ready for an all-out offensive, there'll be no match for us.
Huh. Sounds like morale is pretty high. Guess there's strength and confidence in numbers. Let's keep going, Traveler.
So I'm gonna have a controversial opinion about this. I didn't think Paimon's voice was annoying or a problem, but I do understand it why MiHoYo is replacing her. There is a lot of misunderstanding about the voice actor strike, and MiHoYo being a Chinese company has its own limits because the Chinese government controls everything that goes in and out of China. So when people are asking for certain contracts to be a part of a union, it's not like MiHoYo's fault that they can't have a union contract. It's more of the government that they worship and serve won't let them have the contract. So MiHoYo is, I'm sure, taking a lot of hits and a lot of negativity on the press side of why everything is going on. It must sound uncomfortable being in their shoes. The fact that the strike is causing them to almost recast
What they say is
crucial
true.
people
You have to see the world for
because
yourself
everyone
to
has their
appreciate
opinion
how
on
beautiful it is.
where they stand with what's going on. And a company is just trying to survive. At the end of the day, a company is trying to survive and make good product. And the strike is not just affecting video games. It's affecting anything that's voiced over. So animations, anime, it affects the whole world. Protecting against AI is important. As much as people don't think it's important, it is important. Do you really want a computer program to be replacing you? If you use a computer program to replace you, you don't get paid. And I'm sure these people want to get paid.
Huh? Is that Tumaini? What brings you here? Is this like a meet and greet? I wasn't. I'm so nervous.
Hey, come on! You'd march to war without so much as blinking. What's so scary about a chat with a traveler, huh?
It's not the same thing at all. There are plenty of chances to go to war, but a one-on-one chat with our great hero, that could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. How can I not be nervous? What if I say something wrong? Or if my posture's bad? Or if I accidentally make a weird expression with my face? One bad impression can stick for life.
No one's here to judge you on your posture or your facial expressions. Relax!
All right then. I'm sorry, great hero, but I have a small favor to ask.
What Paimon get? An autograph, right? That's easy.
May I challenge you to a fight?
What? How can you be so audacious and so sheepish at the same time? Huh. Paimon's starting to think your nervousness is all just an act.
No, of course not. I just figured that if I don't ask now, I'll regret it for the rest of my life. But I am still on patrol, so please, great Paimon, if you wouldn't mind taking over for me for just a few minutes?
Again with the sheepish audacity. Just pick one or the other, will you?
Obviously, I never expected to win, but until now, I didn't appreciate just how great the gulf was between us. I'll be bragging about the day I got to spar with Tumaini for the rest of my life. Today's really my lucky day.
Paimon can't keep up with you. Your tone has changed all over again. Now you've had a spar with the Traveler. What gives?
Well, some people connect through conversation, but we warriors bond by sparring. And now that I've had a bout with the hero, we're no longer strangers. Nothing to be nervous about anymore.
Okay. Well, to each their own. But Paimon's still gonna stick to conversation.
Not at all. We haven't spotted any new enemy movements.
As Paimon expected, nothing here either. Let's do another lap and get back to Yan-san. You're back. So, did the guards find anything? Nothing much, no. Someone mentioned that the Abyss Order has been doing some kind of meditation or prayer, but apparently it seemed harmless. Paimon wants to lodge a complaint about one of the guards, though. His name's Kentaro.
Traveler? You're back already? No one thought to wake me up, huh?
In fairness, you look pretty hungover. Can't imagine anyone wanting to wake you up in that state.
I'll have you know I'm perfectly sober when I'm hungover. Okay. I'll admit that sounds strange at face value, but regardless, what I meant to say is, I heard something about the Abyss Order engaging in meditation.
Yeah, that's right. Does that mean anything to you, Sigwali?
I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague, but it seemed as if some noise had found its way into Natlan's ley lines.
Oh, what does that mean?
Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines, but still, it's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk, but I just get the sense that something strange is going on.
Oh. So even someone as familiar with the ley lines as you can't tell what's going on. No wonder the shamans that Satura called to the front lines couldn't sense anything.
Ian-san, I think we should go talk to the chiefs. There's no point dragging this out. We need to take the initiative and drive the Abyss Order out of Natlan for good.
If that's the Council of Granny Eatsley, I'm sure the chiefs will agree. But it will still take us some time to gather the required force. In war, adequate planning and preparation is the key to victory.
Sure, but the finer details aren't my concern. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Just remember to come find me when you're ready to talk to the chiefs. Oh? Sure, what is it? Huh, you mean only select individuals can see them? Now that's a strange one. I guess they could be manifestations of a disturbed psyche? Or extreme negativity embodied in physical form? It could also be a simple case of dead monsters whose souls got stuck here somehow. Well, I say simple. Things quickly get confusing when you start looking into monster souls. For starters, trying to figure out which classification system to use is a real pain in the...
Alright, we get it! Granny Eatsley's learning and wisdom knows no bounds. But could we just get the short answer?
Hey, I was just thinking out loud. You really think I was just trying to flaunt my knowledge? Anyway, the short answer is... there are many potential explanations for the kind of phenomenon you describe. That said, it's not something I've ever encountered in all my years.
Wow. Okay. Well, if Granny Eatsley's never seen it, it might as well not exist, right?
Hey, I'm not that old.
Care to elaborate on what happened? This all sounds rather mysterious.
Really? You had to hold her hand to see the monsters? That sounds a little contrived.
Huh? That's the part that bothers you?
Maybe the point is more that it requires direct physical contact, whether that be hand-holding or otherwise. But that's neither here nor there. What bothers me is, it sounds like she's convinced that your sibling, the leader of the Abyss Order, is a savior. That really makes me question whose side this girl is on, and whether what she told you about her background is actually the truth. Sorry if that comes across as paranoid. It's just hard not to be suspicious of everything when we're in the middle of a war.
Actually, Paimon feels like you make a fair point.
Whoever this girl is, she sounds like bad news.
Okay, well, you're clearly just jumping to conclusions.
It's hard to know what to make of it. A young lady all by herself, lost in the middle of nowhere, sees monsters that no one else can, calls the leader of the Abyss Order her savior. At the very least, we should remain vigilant. Keep a close watch on her.
Sounds sensible. On that note, we probably shouldn't have left her by herself in that cave.
Traveler, we still need some time to muster our forces. Maybe you could check on her if you're not busy. Just be careful.
It's settled then. Let's go check on her.
Watch her not be there. Haha. I struggled very much not to be spoiled on this. It is very hard to... I won't lie, it was difficult not to look ahead and read and watch someone else's live stream. I wanted to be surprised. Ching, one of my favorite characters. Surprised she's getting recasted. Not to be entirely honest, but Ching's one of my favorite characters. I don't know if I could tolerate her voice recasted, but the characters in this game, there's so many of them.
Here we are. Dear, we'll still be here, right? Oh, so quiet though. Uh-oh. What if Yansan was right? Maybe she never intended to stay here at all. Traveler, watch out!
Billy Troll?
Oh, sorry. I didn't know it was you. I heard a noise and I thought it was the monsters coming to get me. Did I hurt you? Oh, I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking straight.
Phew. That was scary. I thought we'd walk into a trap. Maybe we shouldn't have sneaked in without announcing it. Then you would have known we weren't monsters.
To be honest, I've been really on edge since you left. I just have this constant feeling that any second, the monsters are gonna come back and get me. And it's not like I can run from them. There's also no way to cook here. It's good you got back when you did. Another hour and a half and you probably would have found me starved to death.
That's weirdly precise. Though, it does explain why your attack on the Traveler was so weak. Wait. If you really thought you were gonna starve or get killed by monsters, why'd you promise that you'd be okay here on your own?
I just didn't want to lose face in front of my hero. She already saved my life once. That's more than enough. I just don't want to come across as a constant burden.
Huh. For someone on the brink of starvation, you're pretty preoccupied with your image. What's the real reason?
What? That is the real reason. I'm kind of bearing my soul here, you know? Anyway, so, could you make me some food now?
Oh, Paimon's getting hungry now, too. Go on then. You can join us for dinner.
Whew. I am so full. Thanks for saving me, again. Starvation feels like a distant memory now.
You can really pack it away, Deirdre. Guess that explains how you had the energy to make it this far.
I tried so hard to hold back, but it looks like I still came across like a total glutton.
Paimon didn't even realize how late it is. Hey, the night sky here is really pretty.
Yeah, and it's all thanks to you both that I'm able to relax and enjoy it. I was cooped up in that cave the whole time you were gone. Now, I'm finally out. The air seems fresher, and the stars more beautiful than ever before.
You weren't in there that long.
When I was young, I used to lie on the roof of my house, gazing up at the stars. And often, my mind would drift to this question. Is this starry sky actually real? But my grandma would tell me the answer to that question doesn't really matter. Think of all the people in our village who spend their entire lives here, she'd say. To them, that little village is their whole world. And so, if it's our destiny to live beneath this sky all our lives, then whatever may or may not lie beyond, this is our world. And that sky is real to us.
Paimon kinda gets you, but also not really. Is it kind of like how journeying with the Traveler is everything to Paimon right now?
I really treasured my world for a really long time. The village was my everything. The houses, the scenery, stories I always loved to hear about the Savior. But I could never bring myself to agree with Grandma. Even if the village was my entire world, I still had to know what lay outside its borders.
Yeah! Go you!
So, I finally ventured out and set off on my journey to find the Savior. I'm going to make my world bigger, one step at a time. And I'm not going to stop until I've seen what's beyond the stars. Maybe then, I'll finally get an answer to the question I had as a child. Who knows? Maybe one day, I'll be sitting and chatting just like we are now, but with someone from another world.
Yeah, one day. Oh, if only we could tell her. But it's probably best not to open that can of worms right now.
I need to find the Savior and protect my world. Then, I can make sure it continues to grow. That's the most worthwhile thing I could think of doing, so I've been giving it everything I've got.
You know what? It's pretty cool. Paimon kinda wants to root for you now.
Sorry. I got a little carried away. I always get chatty after a hearty meal. Just like my grandma. Hold on. Shh. It's them. The monsters are back.
Where? Oh, still invisible, huh?
Can you see them now?
Paimon still can't see anything. But please, be careful.
Time cutter. Speed of light. Hey! With sword comes shadow.
Roll! Yeah!
Don't blink. Speed of light. Rain outlines your form.
I'm the right hand!
Incoming. Nowhere to hide.
Huh? Wow, that was fast! Did you get all of them? I'm slowly but surely getting used to the sight of you fighting thin air. You doing all right, Deirdre? Deirdre? Hey, it's okay. There's nothing to be scared of anymore.
Oh, I'm fine. I just spaced out there for a moment.
You spaced out? That's a pretty bold move under the circumstances.
I was just... the image of the Traveler fighting to protect me. I was trying to commit it to memory. Seems like the least I can do.
All right. Whatever floats your boat.
Anyway, there are no more monsters in the area, and it's getting late. Why don't you stay here tonight?
Sounds reasonable to Paimon. What do you think, Traveler? All right. Deirdre will be... Huh? Deirdre? Why are you going in alone?
Brother. Our sibling.
Doomsday, a fitting name indeed. A blood-red sky, wild beasts that slaughter all in sight, endless pain, a terrible curse that cannot be reversed, and the birth of a savior.
You're awake. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. You just look quite distressed, like you were having a nightmare. I thought if I took your hand into mine, you might find it soothing. At least, that's what my family always did when I had nightmares. But it didn't seem to work on you. In fact, I think I made it even worse. I'm so sorry.
Oh, is that right? You better not be trying to pull a fast one on the Traveler.
What? Don't be so... I have more self-control than that.
Self-control? What does that have to do with it? Paimon getting back to sleep after this. You go ahead. But for the rest of the night, Paimon is staying up to keep an eye on this young lady.
Aww. Do I really seem that shady to you?
Well, Deirdre, there should be enough food for 3 days. Make sure you eat the perishable stuff first, so nothing goes to waste. You can't tell which stuff is perishable, right?
Yeah, I can tell from the ingredients. Thank you so much for making all of this for me. 3 days will definitely be enough time for my ankle to heal. Then I'll continue on my journey to find the Savior.
All right, then we'll be off. Bye for now, Deirdre.
See you? Wait! But if this is goodbye, how am I supposed to find you again? Oh, I mean, what if I find your sibling? How am I supposed to let you know?
Ah, that's a good point. We share the same goal, but we're constantly on the road, so we've got no fixed address. How about this? When the time comes, you can just write a letter to Mawika. She'll be able to find us for sure.
Mawika? Who's Mawika?
It's the Abyss Order! They're here! But it doesn't look like they're marching to war. More like they're running away?
Where? What are you talking about?
A bunch of Abyss Order thugs! You don't see them? They're heading right this way!
That's strange. I guess it's my turn to not be able to see the monsters. You're right! I see them now. You weren't joking after all. So this is what it's like.
What a weird situation. What is making these monsters invisible? Is it Deirdre? Or the monsters themselves? Or is it us? Well, might as well mow these ones down, just so they can't pose a threat to the tribes. Woohoo! All done! Their morale seems super low. Guess they really were on the run, huh?
So, there's no more of them, right? I still can't wrap my mind around this. Why couldn't I see them until you took my hand?
Because we're jumping time periods.
So, any ideas on why those monsters might have been running away? Maybe something went down on the front line. Oh, Paimon's getting a little worried about Eon-san and the others. Let's head back to the Masters of the Night Wind right away. We gotta go. Bye for now, Deirdre.
See ya, and please take care.
Yes, Bruce.
Hey, Elsa! We're back! We ran into quite a big group from the Abyss Order just now. Has something happened at the front?
The front line has collapsed.
Huh? But how?
No, relax. Their front line has collapsed, not ours.
Oh, feels like you could have phrased that more clearly at the start. But this is good news, right? Why'd you still look so serious?
No, we're still mustering troops. Nowhere near ready to go on the offensive. So at first, I was also confused about what exactly happened out there. But just now, I got the full story from a guard who was on the scene. He watched the enemy lines crumble in real time.
What did he see?
one person. Just a single individual. They stormed the enemy lines and attacked with a vengeance, cutting them down like paper dolls. They wielded an unknown power and fought with a sword style that no one recognized. The guard who relayed this to me said that before he even had time to react, the enemy was decimated.
That could be Dainsleif.
I'm only recounting what I heard, and I'm sure the guard in question must be exaggerating to some extent. But still, we have to identify this person. And assuming they're a neutral party, we'll need to figure out how to engage with them. Clearly they're a force to be reckoned with, so we don't want to come across as too weak or too hostile. It's quite a diplomatic conundrum.
You don't need to sweat it, Eon-san. From your description, we're already pretty confident that we know this person. Honestly, with the Abyss Order acting out so publicly, it's about time he showed up. Dainsleif!
Wait for Dane. That's 25. So close to a Kayakon. Oh good, Mom's making. Go back in, I'm just burrowing it in advance. Here's my weapon. Nice. Sorry, I kind of took a break. What's the weapon? Tina. Yay! Azurite. I won and lost! OMG! See, I don't get this much luck anymore. This is cool. And I'm guaranteed. I got it and I lost. Let's go back to Delia. I just need one copy. There you go, Dahlia. Thank you. Back to the weapon. I'm guaranteed an R2. I'll take it. Noelle. Next one's a weapon. I have so many of those now. That's the Claymore. Oh, so the Claymore, the sword, and the catalyst are on here. That's fun. Oh. Yeah. Hi, Dahlia. Thank you for coming home. What do I give Dahlia? Let's do that one for right now. I don't know what Dahlia needs, so I'll just throw a max weapon on him and we'll go from there. Just taking a break. Like normal. I gotta level people up. It's gonna be interesting. So, where are we going? So, why is Con? I'm having too much fun right now. Didn't cost me that much. Guaranteed. I saw you. Give it an hour and it'll play catch up and tell me where I am on pity. Alright, Constellation. To give her a weapon. It's gonna be fun. I'm only taking a small smidge break. That's all. Wolf's Great Stone. Fencing it for Diluc. Got exactly 2. So I am happy about that. That one's maxed. Also got the sword. Can't get mad. I need one more sword for an R5. I like the R5 weapons. Outside the craftable ones, I try to R5 them. So that one's not R5. That's craftable. That one's a... No, that's craftable. Then I keep the extras. They're hard to find. Ray needs gems. It's an extra. I have a cat on me, so I can't really move. Bruce thought it was beef. Hilarious to just... I have a cat on me. I can't move right now. Rest. Auto button is so cool. Oh. I'm gonna get her R2 without basic understanding of it yet. It's gonna be so funny. I also want Emily's weapon. I'm gonna have 2 R5 bows soon. Vanessa was the last character that dropped. What's the weapon before Vanessa's? Vanessa would have been the last character that came out. So I'm pulling weapon banner. I'm just throwing everyone through a loop. I can't afford more. Can't afford one of these though. Put 250 in there. Technically I could go up to the other one, but I don't think I need that much. This history catch up. No. The 5. There you are. Another one. Let's see how many we get though. That's fine. I didn't want to waste it, so I just... Yeah. feel good now. When our skirt come. That's fine. I'm not putting any more money right now. Got what I wanted. Yes, okay. Let's continue with the story. Sorry, I got sidetracked, but I had fun being sidetracked. Dane! He's not voiced at the moment. Yes.
It's been a while, Dane. And yeah, after we heard what went down, we figured you'd shown up. You caused quite a stir, you know. Oh, this is a friend of ours from Natlan. Her name's Ian-san. She insisted on coming here to thank you in person.
It is my honor, Mr. Jainsleif. Thank you for breaking the stalemate in our war against the Abyss Order. Natlan is fortunate to share a common enemy with such a mighty warrior as yourself.
Please don't mind him, Ian-san. He always talks like that, but he's a pretty nice guy deep down.
It's quite all right. Uezo Iansen respects those of great power. It's quite clear that he meant no offense, and I am still delighted to make his acquaintance. Anyway, since you're old friends, I'll leave you to catch up for now. Take your time.
Sure thing. You probably have plenty of other stuff to do anyway, right? Since this war isn't exactly over. See you later, Ian-san! Hey, Dane. Would it have killed you to be a little more polite? She's our friend.
Janssen Rest, I remember the name. But I will not invest more emotion than is necessary in dealing with the civilians of the Seven. It is a matter of principle to me.
Oh, so stubborn. But whatever. So anyway, Dane, do you have any new info about the Abyss Order for us? Any idea what they're trying to achieve with this war, for example?
Never before have I seen the Abyss Order take action on such a large scale. Taken at face value, it seems highly illogical. In a war with Natlanese, the odds are stacked firmly against them. They surely cannot be aware of this. Their true goal must be a deeper one.
We thought so too. But it sounds like you're no closer to learning what that goal is than we are.
I've been on the case for some time, even captured and interrogated several Abyss Order members. Yet I still am none the wiser. I can only assume they have gone to great lengths to keep their real operation a secret. I have a bad feeling about this. The Abyss Order is wasting a lot of its forces attacking Natlan, so whatever stand to gain must hold enormous value to them.
What do you think we should do?
Since the lack of actionable intelligence for now. Since we lack actionable intelligence for now. We might as well continue to focus on the fighting. Leave them to their secret plots. If they are willing to sacrifice manpower for it, I intend to make that sacrifice greater and more painful than they could ever anticipated. If we use this opportunity correctly, I believe we can eliminate a vast majority of the Abyss Order forces. They'll never be able to mount such a large campaign ever again. That outcome is well worth our time. That's right. The ideal scenario would be to destroy them before they can reach their goal.
Paimon gets it. Nothing in the world can satisfy you like making mincemeat out of the Abyss Order, right?
Right.
Wow! Okay. A rare, candid response from Dane.
What about you? Any news to share from your end?
Well, actually, we found her brother's hibernation chamber key near the Collective of Plenty. He must have lost it.
So he's here in person. Unsurprising given the scale of this operation.
Oh, and there's more! After finding the key, we also ran into this weird girl. She kept seeing monsters that we couldn't see. And then, this other time, we saw a lord of monsters, but she couldn't. She also said she was on a journey to find the Savior. Her description of this Savior matched the Traveler pretty closely, so we figured it's probably her brother.
Hold on. The girl called him the Savior?
Yeah, that's right. Is something the matter, Dane?
The last time I've heard that term was before the Cataclysm. And not just that, it referred to your brother then too. But who would still believe in the myth of the Savior when the Cataclysm has already taken place? It makes no sense.
Wait, wasn't her brother called the Prince, though? Where did this Savior thing come from?
Well, when he was first granted the title of Prince, the Vesture King and the entire court of Conria said about loudly proclaiming that the might that he would bring to the nation. They made it sound as if with him there, all pain and suffering would be washed away, and the future of Conrail will be brighter than ever that anyone could ever imagine. The Savior was a celebratory title given to the prince by those who believed this rhetoric. Of course you know how the story ended. In hindsight, the cruel irony of glaring. All the title really stood for was the vast king's lust for power.
Sounds like the people of Conria really believed in him.
Is that why Ether is so determined to revive the homeland? Because he thinks he failed as a Conrian savior? But that certainly doesn't explain everything. There must be other reasons. As for the girl you met, allow me to offer some speculation. I suspect she is a descendant from pure-blood Conrians, affected with the curse of immortality. She must have resettled somewhere remote, cut off from the rest of the world. That would explain how her people retained their ancient beliefs, including the myth about the golden-haired savior.
Paimon gets it now. So, a bit like Kaya, except she grew up somewhere more isolated? Still, that doesn't explain the invisible monster situation.
If she can't provide us with any more valuable intelligence, I suggest we shift our attention back to the Abyss Order.
Sure. Also, why don't you stay with us at the Masters of the Night Wind for tonight? You must be tired after all that fighting today.
I would consider it, but I must discuss our next steps first thing tomorrow morning. We can't give the Abyss Order any time to regroup. Yeah, Scorpio was the last one. Oh, that's where I got it from. So everything I have missing is a staff. Ha! That's funny. I have 4 staves missing. In my head, that's funny. Hi, Bruce. Still comfortable on my lap. You're nice and warm. Just also keep knocking the controller over. Four foods I can't find. So... Four special foods. Right. More bosses to go. Think of it like red dots. I'm getting rid of all my red dots. Bruce, don't dig your claw into my leg. Please. Please, don't dig your claw. Yes, the controller sits on your butt. Ah, that hurt. Thank you. Oh, good, I am cat leg free. Cat moved. Oh. Went to the wrong time. Went a little too far. My cat's taking care of his girlfriend. No, we can't give them that much time.
Is that Dane and Ian-san discussing strategy together? Huh. Looks like they're getting along just fine. Morning! What are you guys talking about?
Ah, you're here. I have some good news to share with you. We just got word from the Scions of the Canopy. Their intelligence has reported that they've discovered the Abyss Order's headquarters in Natlan. After their front lines dissolved, the bulk of their forces fell back to that area. It's also where their central command is located. The location? The Cinder City.
Cinder City, huh? That tracks. Seems like their kind of place. Hey, this is great! This could be our chance to crush the Abyss Order once and for all! And with any luck, maybe we'll find your brother there too!
Yep, our army is almost ready, and we've sent a message to Malika to let her know the plan. We can't really launch an operation this big without the okay from the Archon.
I beg to differ. This is wasting time. We have the intel you need, so act on it. Every second you delay only increases the Abyss Order's odds of survival.
I've already explained my reasoning, Mr. Dainsleif. I understand your concern, but an immediate strike is not on the cards for us.
Very well then, I'll go alone. Thank you for the intel, Ian-san.
You're gonna go on your own? Come on, be sensible. Just wait a tiny bit longer, and you'll have a whole army going with you.
It's all right. I support your decision, Mr. Dainsleif.
Huh? Shouldn't you be talking sense into him?
I admire his courage, and I believe he is strong enough to take on the Abyss Order on his own. And even if things don't go to plan, he just needs to bide his time until we arrive with reinforcements. Mr. Dainsleif, I wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you.
Looks like he's waiting for you to say something, Traveler. Oh, for a second there, Paimon actually thought he was gonna brave it alone. And then he called his own bluff.
Looks like we're going back into combat.
I'm all for work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it.
Is this the place? The Abyss Order's hideout in that land?
All these years, the Abyss Order has managed to either stay hidden or fiercely defend their position. This may be the first chance I've ever had to finally make a serious dent in their forces. Which reminds me, once the fighting starts, I cannot promise I'll be able to have your back at a moment's notice. But if I run into an Abyss Power mechanisms, feel free to leave them to me. I'll take care of them when I can.
It's been so long since we fought with Dane side by side. Paimon's confident we can clear this place out long before Eon-san arrives. And if you get to meet your brother again, even better. Let's go!
Wow. The swordsmanship Dainsleif has mastered as the Conrian court guard captain allows him to easily SB the weakness of opposing elemental wards. His long war against the Abyss has made him highly cognizant of their weaknesses, allowing him to destroy their void wards. Oh great, we get to hang out with Dainsleif for the first time. No, I think my party's fine.
Not good.
Maybe we're running to Enju.
Commit to memory.
With sword comes shadow. Don't blink. Huh? Witness the power of Gurwa. Body and mind.
This is a very different battle from the one we fought with the Ansan. No one's backing down. They're fighting back with everything they have.
Behold, the abyss has come.
Incoming. Nowhere to hide. Rain outlines your fate.
Who's featuring it? Yeah. The Temple of Wisdom.
With the light shines. The name of
Don't blink.
the power.
Incoming.
Bubba, get them.
Just as you hear ye shall endure.
Don't blink. With sword comes shadow.
Eat this.
Speed of light. Hey! Let me weave you a verse. Huh?
Grow. Make yourselves at home. Commit it to memory.
Nowhere to hide. Don't blink.
The relentless specter that haunts us. The abyss is all present. To flee is futile. To resist it.
Well, food's not working.
Speed of light. Cut to the chase.
Grow. The Temple of Wisdom. Yeah. Commit it to memory.
Let me weave you a verse.
Grow.
Don't blink.
This shall rise.
We have reached the end, but there's still no sign of your brother. Could he be somewhere else? Enju. Enju.
Twilight Sword ordains. Is this really what you want?
It is indeed. I will take every opportunity to hunt you down to the last man.
So where's the Traveler's brother then? Or is this guy supposed to be in charge here?
So, this is a hunt to you. I must say I pity you, Dainsleif. The death you dole out so readily to others is a luxury you yourself cannot enjoy. But today, that is the least of your worries. Do you realize that all your years of pursuing us are being rendered utterly meaningless, even as we speak?
Your riddles tire me. Your overwhelming advantage is ours. At least for the moment. You know what it means for you. I'd like to see what makes you believe you already won. Or that you can still turn the tide of this war.
Then allow me to be frank. As far as we are concerned, our prince has already won by other means. And I do not merely mean this battle. No. His Highness has achieved something far greater. For today, the Abyss Order's greatest wish has finally been fulfilled. Our Highness quietly infiltrated the Night Kingdom to exploit that realm's past experience with ley line reconstruction. And then used the Loom of Fate to reweave the ley lines of Conria.
What? He used the Loom of Fate? Wait. Does this mean the attack on the Masters of the Nightwind was all a smokescreen to give him some cover? Oh no! This makes too much sense.
Correct. As of now, our homeland has been revived. And all of my comrades that you have slain, Dainsleif, they shall forget the struggles that have beset them these past 500 years, and begin their lives anew in a Conria restored to life.
What a load of drivel. Your falsehoods are riddled with flaws. My ears tire of your tandem.
Right! You still need a few steps after that, such as finding a place to host the ley lines you just re-wove. Plus, if it was really so easy, Malika and the captain would have had a way easier time during the war.
I have one simple question. If Conria has indeed been revived as you claim, then where is it?
Oh, you poor fools. Clinging to delusions, even after the truth has been plainly revealed to you. Think back on the past few days. Have you truly not noticed anything amiss since the start of the war?
Anything I missed? Are those signs that I could have missed?
I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague, but it seemed as if some noise had found its way into Natlan's ley lines.
Oh, what does that mean?
Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines, but still. It's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk, but I just get the sense that something strange is going on.
I also vaguely remember seeing Ether in the Night Kingdom, facing with the Lord of Night. Wait, that's not all. There were other signs as well. The Abyss Order closed to retreat from the stronghold. The Abyss Order retreated while they were under attack in the stronghold with Yonsan and Silali. This isn't their usual style. According to the guard stationed at the Master of Nightwind, many members of the Abyss Order were idling during the lull of the conflict, evilly settling down to meditate. I can't see the monsters that Dyrith could see, and she couldn't see the ones that I could see. We can only see each other's monsters in each other's sight after making physical contact. Assuming he is right, then other possibilities arise. Maybe I'm in a different time and space than Dyrith. If she's Conrian like Dane suspects, then that means this revived Conria that he speaks of might actually exist. And despite hailing from that separate time and space, Dyrith found a way to communicate with us. Whatever may be going through your mind right now, don't trust it. The notion that Conria was revived is preposterous. Unless I see it with my own eyes, I refuse to entertain it. This is the only thing that should demand our attention in this instant, and that is silencing this man for good. I missed the line, I'm sorry.
With sword comes shadow.
Give in to the embrace of the abyss, and be baptized!
I've seen stars. Yeah, let's play pretty looking. Make yourselves at home.
You can't invade! The abyss order's mission has been fulfilled!
Speed of light. Cut to the chase.
My heart is failing me. But I will not bring shame to the name of the abyss!
Rain cutter. No, my sword.
Minute to memory. Yeah. Sharing my knowledge.
Speed of light.
The abyss order's mission has been fulfilled!
That should be all of them, right? So, we've destroyed the Abyss Order's headquarters in that land, but somehow, that didn't feel satisfying at all. Are you still thinking about what that guy said? You look really worried.
I understand. You think she might be from the Vride Conria, yes? I have said my piece. I doubt Conria could be revived so easily. But if it were to give you some peace of mind, you should talk to her and test your theory. I'll stay here and do some post-battle cleanup. Perhaps there are some clues left behind to be found. I thought your voice and attitude seemed familiar. My mistake. I should have made sure you were dead earlier. The curse of immortality has struck you too then, Hayden.
500 years on, and you still refuse to address me as master. Don't forget, Dainsleif. You may be the renowned Twilight Sword, while my arm has grown too feeble to swing a blade. But I taught you everything you know about wielding a blade.
Your arrogance and malice cost you all of my respect long time ago.
Be that as it may, Under the circumstances, I see no further reason for us to fight. The curse of immortality means neither of us has a way to completely destroy the other.
Speak for yourself. I intend to kill you 100 times over.
Finally had enough. You were joking then, huh? Never, in all my worst nightmares, have I experienced anything close to the pain of 100 deaths. Surely, there's no point taking out all your hatred on me alone.
That was just for your actions in the Abyss Order. If I took into account what you did in Conria, you should find out how much darker your nightmares can become.
All right, I believe you. Still, aren't you at least a little tired now? Why don't we sit down, perhaps? Chat a little. What? Not a fan of reminiscing about old times? Well, I suppose you don't have many fond memories to look back on.
I never thought you'd side with the Abyss Order, Hayden. You could have easily blamed the Prince for his betrayal.
Indeed. When the cataclysm first struck, everyone prayed for the Savior to deliver them, but he was nowhere to be found. Yes, we knew that the great abyssal power within him had been divided up. Yet we still despaired at his choice to leave us. Still, I believe that everything he's doing now, including his regret over what happened, comes from a genuine place in his heart. And besides, who else can we place our faith in? We are proud Conrians, are we not? I mean, we can hardly turn to the gods.
I suppose you've changed a lot over the past 500 years. Otherwise, I would never expect you to forgive him. Have you been so generous during your time at the Knight Academy as my instructor in Black Serpent blade work, I might not have come to loathe you so much.
Is that so?
All of my good deeds were clearly in the spirit of the Academy's code of chivalry. Yet I receive corporal punishment for being relentless and brash. As much as it pains me to bring up his name, even my co-student, Sertologi, was persecuted for following the spirit of knighthood. Even he lost limbs over it. There's little point discussing it now, of course. But all of this was your doing, wasn't it, Hayden? You wore a mask of benevolence as you victitiously suppressed the next generation of knights, all to bolster your own position and reputation. What, too cowardly to admit it?
Oh, I'm sorry, Dainsleif. I would apologize to you for those actions, truly. But the fact is, I I honestly can't remember them anymore. Look at me. Look at what has become of me. Only by the Abyss's grace have I managed to maintain this physical form. But as for the rest, memories, spirit, emotions, personality, they have long become eroded, fragmented beyond recognition. Even if mine was a past steeped in sin, or in shame I once longed to hide, I would wish to remember it. Without my history, I fear I will become another person entirely. I would like to apologize for any misdeeds that are mine. So please, tell me everything. Tell me about the Conria we once called home.
No wonder your personnel struck me as different. Memories are indeed a crucial part of a person's identity. So, the Conria we once called home. Family slowly closes his eyes, countless memories of Conria. All the sights, memories, and feelings, everything etched in his mind. Simply recalling everything takes a long time.
You seem to remember much. Could you tell me more about it? About our golden age?
I'm not interested. I have neither the time nor the sympathy.
Is that so? What a pity. But this will be quite sufficient, as long as the loom of fate heard what I could not.
The loom of fate. What have you done? Tell me.
I'm afraid I owe you yet another apology, Dainsleif. You were right. I lied to you earlier. Your wits are too sharp to be fooled by me. The homeland hasn't yet been revived. In fact, even the ley line weaving is not yet complete. Think of ley lines as the collection of memories concerning a given place. To reweave Conria's ley lines as they were 500 years ago, we would somehow need to retrieve almost all the memories of Conria from that age. The loom of fate cannot weave without an abundant supply of memories. And so, we relied on everyone in the Abyss Order to provide what they could. Even though fragments are all that remain in most cases, the more we all share, the more that can be restored.
So the loom of fate is running as we speak. And this so-called meditation your members have been performing, its purpose is to supply the loom with memories, wasn't it?
Indeed. We, a people in exile, stranded 500 years in the future, will weave our homeland anew and bring the nation of our dreams back into the real world. Ah, what a glorious undertaking! What a shame it had to take this long. After 500 years, most of our memories have faded, and a world woven from broken memories shall itself be broken.
So that's where I'm supposed to come in. You look for assistance from your mortal enemy, who has sworn to hunt you down.
Precisely. For you possess a ring left to you by your elder brother, which continuously resets your body's condition. Of course, your memories are susceptible to erosion just like ours. But of all Conrians who remain, you are sure to remember the most. We had to obtain the memories in your mind, whatever the price. Even if it meant sacrificing our entire army as bait.
So that was your true goal, to lure me here, guide me into a state of meditation, and access my memories. So be it. A few of my fading memories for your entire army. That strikes me as a fair trade. I appreciate your generosity. You're gambling everything you have on the Luma faith. This could be a costly mistake for you in the long run.
Perhaps. But that is the gamble our Highness has chosen to make. And thanks to you, the loom of fate has now finished weaving the ley lines. New Conria is complete!
Enough about your beloved leader. You said you would pay any price for my memories, did you not? In that case, prepare to be slain 100 more times for your deception. I hope it was worth it.
It's Judith! Great! She's still here!
What is this? Could this be the Cataclysm? Is this what Derdith is right now? So, she really is...
We're not from the same world, are we?
No, I come from your future.
Wait, but that's great! That means the world isn't going to end. In that case, tell me, what happens to Conria? What happens to my homeland? No, wait. Don't answer that. We can only fight for our future. If the future is unknown, I still believe the Savior can turn things around. I'll carry on looking for him, even if you're not there to protect me. Although, in a way, I've already found my Savior. It's you. You protected me, and I believe you can protect us all. You're the one who can change everything. It's just too bad that we're not from the same time or place. Oh, one last thing before I forget. I know how much you want to find your brother. Surely he must be desperate to find you too. So, is there anything you can give me as a memento? Proof that we met? That way, when I do find him, I can convince him that you're also searching for him. Huh? What is it?
She's the hilly troll. She's the hilly troll. Our brother. So this is what happened. Istroff, the ruler of time, must have had a hand in this. There is no other way this meeting could have taken place. I knew only the ending. I've always been curious of the events that led to it. When the cataclysm first began 500 years ago, I, as the Prince of Conria, was preparing to do my part, to fight back with all of my might. But then this girl, Dietis, found me. The irony is that even she had desperately begged me to save this world. She brought me news of you. I was stunned and was suspicious of her claim that you were searching for me. But then she showed me the key to your hibernation chamber. We've been separated ever since I awoke in Teyvat. I searched the whole planet and found no traces of you anywhere. And then she brought me that news at the worst possible moment. I was faced with an extremely difficult decision. I desperately wanted to see you again, but Conria was equally desperate need of my help. I knew that no matter what I chose, I'd regret my decision for the rest of my days. So I sealed myself against the guilt and made the decision. I wanted to see you. But when I found you, you were still in hibernation. Even the key to the chamber was still secured on your person. I couldn't make sense of what I was seeing, but there was no time to think. I just grabbed you and ran. That's where we are right now, an intersection in our memories. The question has haunted me for the past 500 years. I predicted this. I never imagined the answer would come to me like this. So my actions 500 years ago in the future. So my actions 500 years in the future set everything in motion. Are you mocking me, Istroth? Dietis succeeded in bringing us together, but ultimately it is versions of us 500 years apart. If anyone was curious, I predicted that the Heavenly Principles sent whatever sibling you didn't pick 500 years into the past and sent us 500 years into the future, so that our sibling lived through the Conria and the traveler we chose was present day. I was not expecting to be correct. She hoped that the survivor would rescue Conria, save the entire world, but instead she brought news led the Savior to make the complete opposite decision. How awful. Is that her fate? Is that how her story must end? Has Conria been revived? Not yet, but I've taken a very important step, now that the ley lines of Conria are complete. I'd always thought Tevet's ley lines were locked by the heavenly principles. No more could be added, and existing ones cannot be replaced. But then I learned of the Natlan's Night Kingdom appeared to be an exception to the rule. It intrigued me ever since. So I directed the Abyss Order to fray an attack on Natlan, buying me some time to enter the Night Kingdom and negotiate with the Lord of the Night. Unfortunately, for other reasons, even the Night Kingdom cannot host new ley lines. The most I could do was some room to carry out the weaving process. The Lord of Night did say before that she can only reconstruct Natlan's ley lines. It's possible for the same reason. Since I received the Lord of Night's permission and activated the Loom of Fate, using in Tevet as a base, I was able to grow a realm based on the Conria 500 years ago, supposing it over present-day Natlan space-time. This superimposition is what allowed you and Dyrith to cross paths. This is why I saw my dreams. He's not lying about it, at least. But I don't understand why. Why did the Lord of Night agree to this? After that, the new Conrian was enriched with memories of old, drawn from the Abyss Order members through their meditation sessions. With those memories as raw materials, and the superimposed realm as a template, the Loom of Faith finally finished its work. What I now hold in my hands is the Atlas of the New World. This is a product of the Loom of Fate, holding within the entirety network of new Conrian ley lines. With this, the nation once known as Conria can rise again. One day, I will find a suitable host location for it. When I first arrived in Conria 500 years ago, my memories were completely blank. It was only after I served as their prince for many years that I slowly began to remember everything, including you. Your memories were erased? But recovering old memories doesn't simply erase a part of my life I spent in Conria. It still seemed as my second home. This is why my guilt weighs so heavily on me. But even so, that only constitutes part of my motive. More importantly, if I wished to speak with the heavenly principles as an equal, I would need the might of an entire world behind me. I don't know why, but the way you're thinking, it doesn't sound like you at all. Either. This whole thing, your plan, why does it have to do anything with us? It's only ever been about us. We will begin anew at the end of our journey. that it?
Our hero is back! Everyone's been waiting for you! The Abyss Order made a full retreat before our forces even arrived on the scene. All thanks to your efforts, no doubt. Oh, and Mr. Dainsliss, of course. What's wrong? You look upset.
Paimon doesn't know the details either. The Traveler just disappeared after taking Deirdre's hand. It was like they got sucked into another world. Paimon was looking all over for her, and then she suddenly reappeared, right back in the same spot, but looking a lot more glum.
I think I got the gist of what happened. Something to do with your brother? I spoke with the Lord of the Night in a dream just now, and learned quite a lot.
Huh? You met your brother? And you didn't think to tell Paimon right away? Well, never mind. Paimon can see that you're pretty down right now. But let's go over everything later, alright?
What your brother accomplished? It all but defies comprehension. I was stunned when I heard about it too. But what surprised me the most was that the Lord of the Night actually chose to allow it. The Lord of the Night did try to explain it to me, but in a word, it's complicated. During the war with the Abyss, Mawika had an argument with the captain. Mawika believed that we should fight to protect our culture and memories, while the captain believed the preservation of the ley lines should come before all else. So, the Lord of the Night was very intrigued when presented with the Loom of Fate, and informed of its ability to weave ley lines. She saw your brother's actions as a potential third option, namely to preserve an entire nation in the form of an atlas.
Preserve a nation? You've definitely lost me now.
You're not the only one. Paimon's got no idea what's going on either.
With that in mind, the Lord of the Night gave the go-ahead once she was satisfied that the Loom of Fate wouldn't have any real effect on Natlan. However, I believe she imposed an additional condition of her own.
An additional condition? Did she ask for something in return?
No idea. She wouldn't tell me what it was.
Huh.
Alright, well, let's not overthink this for now. We just won a war! Time for a well-earned drink to celebrate. I trust the Lord of the Night unreservedly. I'm sure she only involved herself to take a problem off our hands, so it's one less thing for us to worry about. Don't you agree, Traveler? Come on, let's head back to the Collective of Plenty. Oh, Varessa should be there too. We'll treat you to a real feast.
Huh?
Ian-san, leave her be. This might be hard to understand for an extrovert like you, but some people need alone time to recharge every once in a while.
Traveler?
We should go visit the Lord of the Night. That would be my guess. So apparently I was correct. Heavenly Principles sent our... So we're... But yeah. I was correct on the original plan of the game when I first started playing. Yep, it's over. Quest line's over. So what happened in Conria is they both came to the planet. She stayed in the hibernation chamber. He came out and explored the world. Or he came out, got situated with Conria, became the prince, and when the key was handed to him, he went back to the chamber and saw his sister asleep. Didn't think much of it. I think what happened is they both traveled to the world of Tibet, got stopped by the Heavenly Principles. Actually, no. Let me backtrack that. They both went to Conria. He saw something, or was told about a cataclysm. Picked up his sister and left. Tried to leave. Heavenly Principles stopped them. From that point, the Heavenly Principles punished both people for the arrogance of mankind. Put the sibling we chose into the future, and the sibling we did not choose into the past to deal with the threat of Conria. So our sibling witnessed the downfall of Conria, what happened, how it all happened, and then spent the entire world looking for us. And that's why there's a 500-year gap between us and them. It's funny, I predicted that 2 years ago, and it's in a recording on my system.
Ad Astra Abbott.
But I only decided recently to start
Thank you for completing today's commission.
live streaming. So that live streaming has all been recent. But I did predict the ending of the game 2 years ago, which is funny on how the direction the game went. That is so great. Alright, so I'm actually going to stop this recording. So it will be just the events of the story. I will come back in... I'm not going to have time. I will come back later and do Skirk. So it may not be today, it may be tomorrow. If it's not tomorrow, it will be Sunday. So I will come back later and do Skirk. And we'll learn about Skirk, the Abyss Queen. But I am not doing them in the same videos. So, to get rid of the dive, to click on it. Click. Go away. Thank you. Leave the game exactly where it is, so I'll come back later. Alright. See you all next time. Bye.